guys, today I thought I'd bring you my Owls TBR and also do a haul because some of these haul books are going to be in my TBR. So let's do the haul first. These are in no particular order. So I got If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I cannot remember whose channel I saw this on. I am completely blanking. If it comes back to me, I will put the name on the screen or I will leave it in the information box down below. Saw it on their channel. They talked about it. It sounds interesting as hell. I like mysteries, I like thrillers. This just sounded funky. I also picked up Slayer by Kirsten White. I've read a lot of Kirsten White books. Some of them I like more than others, but I am a massive Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan, so I saw this and I was like, yes please. It's about two sisters. It is set in the Buffyverse, but it's not centered around Buffy. In the UK, we recently had World Book Day, and one of the free books for World Book Day with a token was Percy Jackson and the Singer Apollo. If you guys don't already know, I am absolute Rick Riordan trash, as evident by the shelf. This was free, I've already read it, it's cute, that's pretty much it. Sticking with Percy Jackson, I bought Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief graphic novel. I like graphic novels, but they're not ones I reach for all the time, but because this is one of my favourite books and I saw that it was in graphic novel form, I was like, yes please, thank you very much. So down for that. Another Rick Riordan graphic novel I saw while I was picking up the Percy Jackson one was The Serpent's Shadow, and this is the last book in the Kane Chronicles, which is all about Egyptian mythology. I would have picked up The Red Pyramid and The Throne of Fire, but they didn't have it at the shop where I was. I have all of them already there, but a Rick Riordan book that I don't have, I have to have, because I'm just that much of a completist. And I also picked up Magnus Chase and the 9 Worlds. Is that 9 Worlds? Yes. I haven't read this one yet, but I'm guessing it's about the 9 worlds of the World Tree. But then again, I could be wrong. It's only a little thing. I will get to it eventually. Next thing I have to show you, I picked up 2 Angie Thomas books. First being The Hate You Give. Already read this. I listened to it on audio and I wanted to get the physical copy. So yes, love this book. And the other one obviously is On the Come Up. This is a Waterstones exclusive and it is also signed by Angie Thomas. So how could I not grab this? Because I love How to Train Your Dragon so much, the author of that series, Cressida Cowell, has come out with a new series, The Wizard of Once. Yes, this has been out for a very, very long time, but I've been kind of on the fence of whether I actually wanted it or didn't want it, but I finally caved. It's a story of wizards and a girl. I don't know a whole lot because, like I said, most of the time I want to go into books without much knowledge. I just kind of hear little snippets and go, sounds interesting, I'll have that. It's probably not the best way to go about buying my books, but eh. This is a complete auto-buy for me. It's J. Kristoff. That's pretty much all I need to say. This is lifelike. I've been wanting to pick this up for ages, but I haven't gone book shopping in like forever, so I saw this, I bought it, there's nothing else to say. Again, this one I've already read, but I read it on audio, and I read the sequel also, The Vanishing Star, on audio. If you can't tell by that, I picked up Truly Devious. I didn't get the second one to this because it was cheaper to get it in paperback, and The Vanishing Star has not been released in paperback yet. So I ended up getting the 2 Angie Thomas books instead because they were buy one get one half price. You would have done the same thing. The last 2 on the book haul. Cursed So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Camera. Okay, I can take that sticker off. Okay, I'll do that later. There was so much buzz around this book. Pretty much everyone was going, yes, 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 yes. And now it's coming into it where a lot of people are like, yeah, it's fair to middling, but still kind of digestible. But I'm happy to read it. I'm excited. And also, look, I don't know if it'll show up very well on camera, but that's fine though. We all know how sexy that's going to look on a shelf. And the last book of the haul I have here is A Slow Regard for Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss. I have read The Name of the Wind and, oh my god, the next book. Oh my god, my brain's just farted and gone, nope, you will not remember the name of the sequel. Are you going to show me? Are you going to show me in here? Yes. A Wise Man's Fear. I have read The Name of the Wind and The Wise Man's Fear. This is a book that goes either in between them or after it. Yes, we're all still waiting for the third book. It's been at least 10 years. I am currently reading this one. Put it down because of other things, but I'll be picking it back up again. Before my camera dies, let's try and actually talk about The Owls. The Owls is a month-long readathon hosted by G from the Book Roast. She took the time to actually do all of these, like have a letter to the students, basically your revision tasks of what you need to do for your owls, but she also went that bit extra, as Harry Potter nerds tend to do, I myself being one of them, so this is so much appreciated. She went through and actually made like wizarding careers, so you have alchemist, astronomer, I think there's herbologist, Hogwarts teacher, all the things. Even if you don't want to take part in the readathon, I'm going to leave a link to G's channel, and she has these PDF documents that you can download for free and have a look at, and go have a look at them because she has put so much effort into them and it's just so good. Basically, you go through, you choose your career, be it alchemist, ministry worker. Each job would tell you what you need to study for your owls. If you wanted to be a herbologist, you would have to study care of magical creatures, herbology and potions. And with this handy dandy sheet, which has the subjects on this side, but corresponding what kind of books you have to read on this side. So, care of magical creatures is read a book with a land animal on the cover. Herbology is read a book with a plant on the cover. And potions is the next ingredient, so read a sequel. Some of these have different owls, some of these have a lot, some have a few. Hogwarts Professor, you can basically choose 5 subjects of your choice, but you must do Defense Against the Dark Arts and the subject that you wish to teach, but you must pass 7, so you've got 7 challenges to do. I just think that these are great, and the amount of effort that she put in is just mwah, and everyone should go check her out. She's just the cutest thing, and also just show the love, show the appreciation. Anyway, let's get down to what I chose for my owls. So I was going through the magical careers and I was umming and ahhing between what would I like to be. Would I like to be a librarian, a seer, a potioneer, Hogwarts professor, alchemist? And I was just like, okay, which one, if I was part of the wizarding world, which one would I definitely go for? And I was like, alchemy, that is the one. I was also thinking about metalworker, but no, alchemy is pretty much where I go. I have alchemist. And wouldn't you know it, the requirements for the owls are all 12 subjects, all 12 challenges. I was gonna change it and I was like, no, don't change it. That's what you would have chosen. That's what you're going with. So I've kind of made a rod for my own back here, but I don't care. This is my first time doing the owls. I'm joining in and I'm doing it for Team Slytherin. Let's do this. My first subject is Ancient Runes, and that is read a retelling. So I chose A Curse the Dark and Lonely. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. See, this is why I hold everything first. Subject number 2 is Arithmancy, and that is read a book written by 2 or more authors. I don't physically have this one yet because I want to read The Red Scrolls of Magic, which is by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. I haven't pre-ordered it yet because I haven't been paid, but I want it. If I can't get my hands on this one, I will substitute this one in for the audio of The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black, because that's a series that I've been wanting to get to for a long time, but I just haven't. I think I read the first one ages ago when it first came out, but I'll just have to reread it and then go on to the second one because I honestly can't remember anything that happened. The next subject is astronomy, and for that you need to read a book with star in the title. I have chosen Star-Crossed by Joseph Angelini. When I first ever started watching BookTube, Selena from OXXX Snap 13. Bless her heart, she doesn't have a channel anymore, but I still absolutely love her and adore her. She really, really liked this series, and I saw this and I was like, yep, I'm getting it, because Selena really liked it. That's pretty much it. The next subject is Care of Magical Creatures. And for this one, you have to read a book with a land animal on the cover. Now, I had a hard time finding a book I actually wanted to read with a land animal. I was thinking of choosing this one, The Wizard of Once by Krista Cowell, because, you know, bird. I also was thinking about rereading Nevernight because, you know, that has a beautiful crow on the cover as well. But a bird's not a land animal, technically. They're in the air a lot. If you can hear extra noise, that's the boys playing on the Xbox, so I'm sorry if that's coming through. So I chose The Serpent Shadow that has a snake on the cover. And snake's definitely a land animal. Yes, it is the third book in a series, but I have read all of them and The next subject is charms, and this one is age line, so read an adult book. Because it's a readathon, I am also currently taking part in Fantasyathon and also watching season 2 of Buffy for the Slytherin, and it's my first Stephen King. I have the Green Mile, but all in its individual parts. So I chose part 1 of the Green Mile, which is two Dead Girls. I've never read a Stephen King before, so it's one of those where I'm excited to get to this. I have seen the movie, so it's not like I'm getting into anything that I have no idea about, but we shall see whether I like this enough to carry on reading the other parts. But I will call this a win if I just read this part for this month and then carry on with it at a later date. But if I am enjoying it, I will carry on with all of them. Kind of a cheat, but if you're not cheating in a readathon, are you really doing a readathon? The next one is Defense Against the Dark Arts, and that is Reducto. Read a book that starts with R. So I chose Royals by Rachel Hawkins. I've had this on my shelf for ages. I actually think they've like completely rebranded this entire series. I'm excited. The next subject is divination, and this one is read a book set in the future. I wanted to choose books that I have not read yet in this readathon because I cheated a little bit with doing rereads in the Fantasyathon. So Chris, my other half, gave me Ringworld by Larry Niven, and now Chris choosing my books for challenges and readathons don't tend to go that well. He said read the Box of Delights for a readathon, and I absolutely hated it. I detested it. I wanted to set the book on fire, throw it into a pit of gasoline and just watch that bad boy burn. But it wasn't my book, so I couldn't do that. Then for one of the biannual bibliothons, he said read Generation X. I ended up DNFing that because it sucked balls. And for the last biannual bibliothon, he said read Threshold by Ursula K. Le Guin, and that book also kind of sucked. So he's picked 2. This is one of them. I don't know about this. I mean, I haven't read anything else by Larry Niven. It's sci-fi. I like my sci-fi. Hopefully I will enjoy this. The next one is Herbology, which is read a book with a plant on the cover, and I have chosen The Slow Regard of Silent Things. As I said, I'm already reading this one, but I stopped reading it at like the beginning of the month because I knew I was sorting out my Fantasyathon, so it's got plants on the cover. It counts. The next subject is History of Magic, and this one is choose a book that was published over 10 years ago. This is Chris's second pick for my TBR, and it is The Chrysalids. The Chrysalids. Oh, I'm having battery issues, so I need to run through this really quick. The Chrysalids by John Wyndham, and I think it was first published in the 50s, I think. The next one is Muggle Studies, and that is a contemporary. I chose Beautiful Broken Things by Sarah Bernard. There's way too many B's.
Hi, this is Editing Paula. I just realised that I totally skipped Potions, which is to read a sequel. Oh, whoops. So, I have chosen to read The Everlasting Rose, the sequel to The Bells, because, yeah, I was really pissed off that I finished the Bells and I didn't have the sequel, so I bought it from Audible and I'm excited to get to it.
And the last subject is transfigurations, and that is read a book with sprayed edges or a red cover. And for this one, I am going to choose On the Come Up because it has purple edges. I mean, this book just looks so pretty. That is the haul and my TBR for my owls. Again, go check out G because she is awesome. If you like this video, give it a thumb. Comment down below if you have any questions or if you just want to chat. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!